Hello and welcome back. Hello to all our new subscribers and to our assisting mums. And lovely to have you back again. Right. This what I'm doing is in this video is making a Art Deco two-seater sofa and a single chair. And what I will show you is the cutting list for the sofa and for the chair. And after that we'll get the materials together and then we start making it. So that is the list for two-seater sofa. On your and then as you look at it, you've got sorry if I can move my fingers. And then you can see that all right. And then I'll bring it over this way. Yes, that's the cutting list. So right, so I've cut everything out of 2 millimeter basswood. You know, I'll put that back down there, and there's the sheet, and how it is once and then before you started we're cutting it. And that was the sheet I've used, and that's all gone. So it's a new sheet, but I will not be cutting this one. And and I will show you the bits and pieces. So what I will do is get my bits and pieces together, and I'll be back. Okay, I've cut myself a couple of bits and pieces for the two-seater sofa and for the single chair. Yeah, this is the back, and this is the back of it, and this is 9.6 centimeters long that way, and then how wide it is. It's 4.6 centimeters wide, and that is then 2 mil thick, and that's the back. This is the base where the seat, the cushions will sit on, and that is the same again, 9.6 centimeters long, and that by 4.1 centimeters wide, and that we'll same again like 2 mil basswoods. And plus, I've got the back of the single chair, and that is 4.8 long by 4.6 wide, and as in this one is 4.8 long again by 4.1 wide. That's them ones. I've cut myself some bits of 8 mil basswoods, and that's strips, and as these where these three I off cuts of saying. So that's them. Plus I've got a square dowel, and that one be going to be cutting up for the arms and the legs. So we've got to cut that down, but we'll do that on the way. And as and then what I've got is a mitre block, and then so I can do my mitre cuts and cutting the 8 millimeter dowel, and that. But this one here, and as you can see, this one sits on the corner of a table and all that, because otherwise you set that down, it's going to be lopsided. So what I've done is got a bit of wood put underneath that, so I can sit on the table, so that's how it sits square. And plus I've got another bit of wood which sits inside it, so it don't keep on that ruin the bottom of the mitre block. So that's that, and that is then me saw. So I'm using Gorilla Glue, as you see. I've got my tray there. I've got some 1, 2, 3 blocks what I'm going to be using to square it all up, and me my ruler and my pencil and my sandpaper. And as me says, sandpaper is 320. Um, oh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's the 320. And but this one here, because it's black, it's wet and dry. But I never ever wear it. I only use it with dry stuff. But that is very very fine. And we can get much more, finer ones than that. But that's what I'm using. Well, what I'm gonna do is start cutting me 8mm bits of basswoods. And what I'm gonna do is get a 1, 2, 3 block, and as and butt it up against there. Measure your and that is 9.6 anyway. So like that just make sure that is 9.6. As you can see, that is 9.6, and that length. So what I will do is put this on the and I hope you can see this. Thread my hands in the way, and then if I can turn it round. And what I will do is put that butt that up against the 1, 2, 3 block. And if you haven't got any 1, 2, 3 blocks, if you've got something with a straight edge on it, where you can sit and holds, and as and then just put the basswoods or whatever you're using up against it, that that will help. And as and then you can get a straight line. If not, and now if you can sit the edge on the one, and as and then just add another one to it. So see, because what I could do if I didn't have that, what I could do is if I wanted 9.6, and then if I could sit that one, and I don't know if you can see that. If I could sit that one on the edge, and I'll just mark that off at 10.6 because and then they're losing one there. So and then if you count it along, so that'd be like 10.6 and make 9.6 if you can understand what I mean. And that, but so then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna butt that up against the 1, 2, 3 block. Um, get me pencil, put a ruler on, and make sure that's on, and that's in straight on there. And then get me pencil now, and then just mark off 9.6. So I've got a 9.6 there. And then just make sure, yeah, it's 9.6. So get me my block, line it up with the mark on mate. I don't know if you can see that. There's the mark there, and I'll get me me mite saw, and then just cut straight through, and and then that will give you the length of that, and because that's what you're going to need for the base to sit on. The base will be sitting on that, and they were like that. So that's how it's 9.6. That'd be 9.6 as well. So that's that. And then what I do is mark off 3 mil. Put this up against the block. Mark off 3 mil off this. So I'll butt that up there, and because that's 4.1. So what I do is mark off 3 mil. So that'd be 3.8 there, and then 3.8 there. 3.8 there. Draw a line through there. Sit it on the marks. Draw a line through there. So when you come to stick your side bits on, this bit here will sit is in between that line. So so you know it's in on the edge, and it will be like that. And that, so once you've done that, if you sit it on the seat bit back up against the miter block, measure from the miter block from 1, 2, 3 block, measure from the 1, 2, 3 block, and then that's to see where it comes. So that comes to 3.8, So get your 8mm um, wide bits again. Measure up 3.8. Right, I've done me skirt. I was what I will call it. Me skirt for me two seater, and then I've done my skirt for me single chair, and also I've done the 3mm line, exactly the same as I done on the two seater, and I draw the 3mm line from the edge, and that is, and then just done just done a long one. Is the reason I do this and put the skirt around it is because when I put the legs and the arms on, and it won't stick to the 2mm and all that because it's too well, it will stick, but it won't. It's had nothing to hold and onto really because it's only 2mm wide. And that's what I do. I stick them underneath, well, like that, and as it gives the leg, sorry, and then it gives the legs, and that more to, it's more to glue to. But and as that's the seat, the chair. What I will do, I'll just concentrate on the sofa, and that because the chair is exactly the same as the sofa, and that there's the only difference is because the sofa is longer, and as you know, like a single chair sofa, you know what I mean. So we can see the sofa's longer, and but all the measurements, the rest of it is was exactly the same, and that so right. The corners, what I do, and that is when you come to put it back on it, and then if you ever look at it like that, if you fix them to the bottom of the seat, and then when you come to stick the sofa, the back on, when then it's going to be it's up straight, and I don't like that. So what I do, and I make it tilt back a bit, as well like that, so it looks be, better is to achieve that. What I do on each little bit, and I will show you on the chair, and I've already done them, and that is and as you can see on the chair, and I hold this up there so you can see, and that I put and I cut 1mm away from it. See if that's the top and that's the bottom. See, I measured 1mm off the bottom, and that is, and then put a ruler on top to the line on the bottom, and as to cut that away, and as that gives that just a little angle, so the back can sit up against it. But what I do, and I'll show you how I do that. Yeah, see, this is the side for the sofa, and that doesn't matter because it hasn't got a top or it ain't got a bottom and all that, or like ends. And then, but if you're going to go like the ends, so say that's the front. So if you're going to go the ends, because the front you need straight because you need to stick the other one and up against it. But about the back bit and that do with 1mm. So if this is, and I call this top, so it's a be bottom. So what I'll do, I'll put it against the 1, 2, 3 block, measure off that, and only on the bottom, one when that 1mm, and mark it. See, and then I hope you can see this. And then on the bottom, I've got 1mm, was just there, marked off, and then off the edge to the marked off from the edge in 1mm. So that's how I do. And then if you can see this, and I'll move the saw out of the way. And then what I do is get the me ruler, go on the 1mm mark, because it's a bit if I can get this right, because I'm trying to do it kind of like upside down so you can see. See, so I've gone off the 1 mil mark there, and the top of the ruler is right on the edge of the top. So, well, I think I'll get me knife, and that is this has got a new blade in, so, and we'll just be careful as you do it. Oh, I near enough had my hand. Make sure the top of it is right on the edge of the corner, and then just cut that away. So like, see, and that will make that. I'll show you. And now we're gonna do that one, but I'll do that one in just a moment. We'll see, and then as you see, that's gave that little slant. So that's how the back will, so the back will sit back, you know, like, and as that instead of being straight, you go back like that. So that's that one, and I'm just going to face this one to me because it's much easier to cut, and I'm going to cut this one. And as and I'll tell you about these two little 3 centimetre um, bits of wood that I've cut. Sorry, spacers. So 3 centimetre, and then there's spacers. So, but I will show you and tell you about that as well in just a moment. So once again, I'll mark that off. That's 1 mil on the bottom. Push that right up tight against your 1, 2, 3 block or your straight edge, whatever you got. Now we'll mark that off at 1 mil. There it is once again. If you can see, and then at 1 mil off the bottom. So what I'll do is get me straight edge again, my ruler, put that on the mark, and that on the 1 mil mark, and have it right tight on the edge of the top. I'll stand up and do this one, and just cut that. It's so much easier when you in the face on, and then that's that one cut. And as you can see, that's got the bit, and then if you have a look at that straight, and then if I put it on one of them, my marks there, look, that was that straight, and that's going down, and then as you can see, so that's that one done. Sorry, I'm just showing you this again because I think I showed you the straight ends instead of the end that I cut. You see that um, it's been cut back a little bit down the bottom, and that is for the back to sit up. So on, so like when that faces back like that, that'd be going back slightly, the back, and that is instead of straight up. Right, that's them two done. Right, these are spacers, and that are for when I cut the legs. The bottom of these, and I put up, and that is on the bottom of the legs, and then that gives my distance. How I and that I the seat sits up on the bottom of the legs. But I will show you that as we come to it. Right, that's them done. So what I've got to do now is cut this 8 millimeter dowel up now. The length is the length of the legs are 6 centimeters. So, and then that's what I will do. I will put it straight back on the 1, 2, 3 block. Get my ruler like that, and I don't know if you can see. I'll turn it around. It's a bit awkward, but I'll turn it around like this, and that. Make sure that's up tight against the 1, 2, 3 book. measure 6 and that measure 6 centimeters for that line there. So that's that, and that is, and then get me me block, and that me saw, and as and what I do is cut this, and I don't think you can see it there. Sorry, and I will show you. Just cut that through at 6 centimeters long. And that should be 6 centimeters long. I will show you. And I hope that's 6 centimeters long, and it is. And as you can see, so I've got to cut for the sofa and the chair. I've got to cut 8 of these. Now, because you've got 4 on the sofa and you've got 4 on the chair. So you've got to cut 8 of these, and then they are 6 centimeters long. And as then plus I've got to cut 4 at 4. Hang on, I'll soon tell you. 4 centimeters long, and that'll be 8 of them as well. So if I measure, give me ruler. Sorry, we'll turn around and again. You see, you get it right up tight against it again, so there's no gaps in it. And then measure your 4 centimeters. There it says the 4 centimeters. You can see that, and there's the mark. Get me block in my saw again, and there's the mark just there, as you can see, and as you can see that. You get the saw exactly on the mark itself, and that, and as in just cut away. Cut away, so that'll be 4 centimeters long. To put that over here again, and that's so why I have the timber on the and on the block. So, and then if you don't like this, after a while, it starts cutting through the bottom of the mitre block. So what I do, I just put the a bit of timber on it, and as you can see, it just takes the and then it just cuts into the timber instead of cutting into the mitre block. So put that back over there, and the saw back over there, and as you can see, this one here as well is 4 centimeters long. Oh, I can stand it up. That should be 4 centimeters long, and I hope you can see that. I think it is. Oh no, go this side there, you can see better. And that's 4 centimeters long. So what I've got to do is cut, and that, yeah, 8 of these as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and cut 8 of these at 6 centimeters long, and 8 of these at 4 centimeters long. So be back in just a moment. Okay, I've cut me 8 bits of 4 centimeter ones. There's 8 there, as you can see, and there's we've got them 8, and then I've got me 8 6 centimeter ones. So we've got them. Right. Next thing I've got to do is do 45-degree angles in each one. But I will show you. But you do a 45-degree angle this way, and then those up that way. So it'll be this way down, and it'll be that way down there. Because what we're going to try to do is make a box, and that comes to be our arms and our legs. So what I'll show you, and then I will, and then I'll do 1 or 2, and then I'm going to go away and do the rest of them, and then come back and once it's all done. So what they've done is get me my block, sit that in, which sits there right on the edge. Get the the saw. And you just cut that off. There's the ends, if you can see. So, so instead of going over that way, what I'm going to do is just turn that over, and then cut that the same way as well. Just cut that one. Because as long as they're both going the same way, I'll show you, and then we can make a box. So I've got it on the line, and then it's very difficult keep cutting it while sitting down, because you can't really see what you're doing. And but where our table's low, and then if I stand up and then I do a lot and work, and that gives me a backache. So, that's why I sit down and try to cut it. See, that's that one cut, and I see the 45-degree angles going the same way, and I hope you can see that. And then what I do, I'll just cut another one, and I'll show you. I'll put that down there. And I'm going to cut one 4 sorry, 4 centimetre one. That way. And then we do in there once wood starts building up along there, bang it off on the table or wherever, and that so you can get a true reading, because it builds up in there, and then when you come to sit that and it down on it, and then if it's on some bits of woods, and then it could be either sitting up a touch and then you won't get a true angle. So I'll just put that back in there, as you can see. I'll turn that around, and hope you can see. And then just cut that one. I'll hold it firmly into place. So that's the trouble with sitting down. The wood moved. It didn't. The saw didn't catch my hand or anything. It's just the wood moved. And that gives you your 45-degree angle. So so that will go in there. Well, like that. Oh, and I'm all fingers and thumbs. And that goes in there. And as you can see, these two are cut. So I have one coming there and one going back down there. So that's the way you want to cut them. So what I'm going to do is go away now and cut all these and these at the same as these, and then I shall come back and show you. And but the chair I'm going to leave after we'll set this one up, and that to show you, and then we can go from there. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to push these to one side, because I need 4 of them for this table, for this chair or sofa, and then 4 of each of them can be pushed over for the chair. So what I'm going to be doing first is sitting up, making this back up, and the base of the chair, and that's how we can stick the legs to. So what I'm going to do is give this a quick sand. So because the way I sand him is, and then it's just rub one side to the other side, and then scrape along the bottom, and that clears it all off nice and cleaning, and that just in case you've got any loose bits on it. Same as this side, that one, the both ends, one, that one. See, like you still get a little bit to come up, so just spread it along there again, and as it goes. So what I'm going to do is do that one, this one. See if it's got that brown mark on it, and that's the edge. So that's between anyway. So go on and do these ones. Yeah, but don't scrape the ends where you made a slant on it too much, otherwise you take that away. So just be careful on them ones. Anyway, and then once you made the chair up, anyway, you're going to be sanding it down anyway, so it'll be all ready for painting. So right, that's him. So I'm gonna put that to one side. I'll over that off in just a little while. Right, as we do the back and the base of the seats now, and then what I do, I use 1, 2, 3 blocks, and that, and I hope you're going to see this. No, sorry, is the back. I need 4 blocks. Well, 2 for the back, and 2 for the sides. I think it is. Yeah, the 2 for the sides. Now, if you can see that, I'm going to have to turn that around this way for you to see, and I hope I can do it this way. And then that's how you can see it. And that is, so that's the back of the two piece. What I have done, right, to get that angle where these are sit, there's that angle, and then if I just set it like that, once I push these in, and then that's still going to sit up straight. So what I have done is cut myself a bit of basswoods, and that's 2 millimetre by 2 millimetre square. So what I do, I'll sit that behind it, put that in like that, push that back so it's all already slanted. And then if I could turn that around and show you. So that is already, and then that's slanted now. See, you see that? It's already slanted down there. So I ain't got to worry about the getting the back slanted to match this. So what I will do now is just push that back and glue that bit in place. And then what I'll do, I'll put this in there. I will glue another bit. It was one this side here, and then I'll put there's a long bit in front. So, well, I'm going to put a bit of glue in the tray. That's enough. Quite, that's plenty. We've got smiles too much. But what I'm going to do now is just get this bit here. Make sure the as longest bit on that slant, and make sure the shortest bit is on the bottom, and the longest bit is on top, like that. Just glue it, and then there's it there like that. And then just push that in. Make sure it's upright, and hold your 1, 2, 3 blocks or your square, whatever you got to make that it's right. Sorry about that. Make sure it's right like that. And then what I'm going to do is get this side here. So sorry you can't see this side, but it's exactly the same as what I've done now. And that is the slant I'm going to have down the bottom again. So what I'm going to do is make sure there's nothing underneath it. And then push this back. Make sure that's pushed back. And then push this one back. The same. Like that. Like that. That's that done. So I've got a slant on the back now as well. So that's looking promising. It keeps on coming out. Right, and what I'm going to do, sorry, is glue this front on. Yep, that's the one. I didn't know if and then I mixed it up, sorry. So put glue on two ends. Push that in and make sure it's done right. I think I've got it. I think that is right. Now let me just see. That's 4-1. 4-1, yeah. That's right. But it just looks off to me, but it ain't. It's just the way it's sitting, I think. If I turn that round, so it's looking. Because where it was on an angle, it just looks off to me. But what I'm going to do is make sure they're up straight, these edges, this front. Take this one away so you can see. And now what I'm going to do is glue the top and all the way around the top, and only a little bit of glue all the way around, and all the way around. That's what I didn't want to do. Move that way again. Is put a little bit of glue around the top. Okay, I'm putting the going to go way round with this, all the way around the top. See, because the glue it should be taking hold now of it, because it is a Gorilla Glue in there, and it does pretty take it takes hold of the timber pretty quick. So that's that one. Right on the seat, and make sure that line where you drew and the 3mm off there is at the front, and that is up and on the bottom, but at the front, so they go that way. So what I'm going to do is put glue along the edge of the seat. Oh, sorry, can you see this? Because once it's all stuck together and that is then the square for the legs, we're going to paint them, and that is, and then we're going to stick them together. But when it comes to stick them together, that is where them 3 centimetre spacers come in, and that is into effect. That's it. So what I do, I will put. What I do is push this back. Sorry, and if you can't see for just a moment. And then this should just fit in there, and as then it does. Push that back. It's not too hard, and then just make sure the the top is hitting the 1, 2, 3 blocks. Push that down. What I'm going to do, and that is what I'm going to do. Well, I can't, but what I'm going to do is get one of these in there 1, 2, 3 blocks. And make sure that's pushed back right up tight, so there's no gaps in it. Put 1, 2, 3 block in front of it to push against them two over there, and then and then we'll wipe away this glue. So I've got my little screwdriver again, what I do use. Take that off, because usually I've got a bit of blue towel, but I forgot to get it. Take that off there as well, and then they just make sure these seats are sit down proper. I'm just going to sit it on there, so it pushes the seat down and onto this base, and then that's make it nice and solid. So this base is for the legs to set up against like that, and then but these should be up here, and then that's how you got more, so you can stick legs to. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. It's and we left that couple of minutes now, but as you can see and then I hope you can see this clearly. The chair's got a slant on it now, the back, and because if I didn't and if we didn't cut that out there, would have been just straight up. But now we cut that out, and there's we've got a slant on it, and plus all this has got to be rubbed down, yeah, anyway for painting and all that. But that's looking and they're looking pretty good. And there's nothing underneath it, and as we don't really need anything underneath. Well, where you can put a base on it if you want to, and then it's entirely up to you. But that's the way I'm going to leave it. And the legs. So what I'm going to do is and they make like two sets of legs, and then we'll wait till they dry, and as we'll rub them down, paint them, and then we'll come back in there and stick them on. But what I'm going to do is make the legs first before we go, and I'm going to leave it over there. So it's over there. Right. Right. I've got four centimetre ones. Put that there, and I've got four 6 centimetre ones. So what I'm going to do is put one four in, and now I hope you can see this. And I'll try to turn it this way here, but see, really, I need to get myself a square or something so I can basically so I can film and see. And then so well that's that. So what I want to do, I'm going to get myself 1/6 per bit of glue on one end. And then push that in and push that up to it. Make sure that's all square and that's in. Because if you pinch these together and then if you put these blocks together and pinch them together, that makes like as the if a 90-degree square. And there you go, it's like that. So well, I'm gonna do the other sides. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I keep on going on camera, but all it is just getting a little bit of glue. And then what I'm going to do is just put a little bit more glue in my tray. That's how I take 1 sec, that's it, that's enough. And I get some more glue and put it on there. Smile's too much, so take a little bit off. And let's get this one here, and I hope you can see this. Push this one up, get that one square and that one square, push this one up to it, and make sure that's square, and get that in. That's is that square? And now you can see it, sorry. And now if you can't see it, what I'll do, I'll turn it around a touch. So you can see. It ain't very exciting to look at the glue, but it's just glue. And there's nothing exciting about watching that. It's just like watching paint dry. There's nothing exciting about watching that either. Sorry if you can see. Square that up. Get that in there like that. That's like, and they like that one. See, because what I usually do is to make sure they're the same. Well, what I would leave that for, and then a couple of minutes, so the glue takes hold of the frame. Move it about so they ain't stuck to the table, and then sit this one on top. We'll start gluing this one, and that was on top. But it was once you glued it, just only give it a couple of minutes, and and then take away the blocks, and and then take this one off. Otherwise, it'll be stuck firmly against the other one. So put that one on there like that. This one, put that one in, and that makes sure that's level down now. Make sure it's all level all the way around, was like that. And then get the other 6 centimetre one, the glue on, put that one in just there like that, and to wipe away that top glue, I'll just get my screwdriver and just scrape away that. I do use a toothpick pick and all that to clear away the glue as well. But if I get a lot of glue, because I'd rather use the screwdriver because it'd take it away in that much quicker. And then all I do is the bottom one again. Yep. I'll try and do it upside down then, won't I? And that one there. So glue, just put that in there. Make sure that's level. Just that one into there like that. And that like that, so it's all level. That's lovely. And that is it. So that's my arms and legs. But and once they've were taken, and I will take these away. Just take that one off it. It's off the other one. Rub it down, and well, I'll show you in a minute. Just just a moment anyway. Okay, I've left it for a couple of minutes. I'm going to chance it anyway, so we can take it off quicker and all that. Because I'm impatient, you know what I mean? I just can't wait. I know. And as they say, patience is a virtue, and then as this is true, I think. Right. And what I'm going to do is take it away, and then you've got a bit of glue on the well, 1, 2, 3 blocks, but you always can wipe that off. And let me give myself a bit of blue towel. Let's just say this comes off in one. Because I don't really, yeah, it's coming, it's coming. Don't panic, don't panic. Be careful. I know. I should have put a bit of paper or something down, but there again, if you could put a bit of paper down, that you really want it to get stuck to the paper, and it's come all apart. Oh no! I've got it. I've got it. No panicking. Yeah, that's all right. That's good. And then, as you can see, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And now all we're do now with these and the chair is as you rub them down and all that, and rub it down, and that is then paint them, and that's then paint the legs as well and the arms. And I'll come back and show them undercoat. But as meanwhile, what I want to do is set the chair up as it was the same. So So I'm going to go, sorry, and then I go back, go away now and put the chair, set the chair up. That's a bit of bits for the chair, and there's another one these are drying, and then there's I can rub it all down in, give it a coat of and undercoat or undercoat, and that is, and then I'll come back and we can paint it. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, I've just done the well. You see me do the sofa, and I've just done the chair. As you can see, they're exactly the same as the sofa, and then exactly, but all it is just the sofa's just a little bit longer. But but as you can see, it's and they're exactly the same. It's they're all slanted the same, everything. So that's the top of the chair done, and it's in these 1, 2, 3 blocks, and now I've got the arms and the legs, and as they're been stuck now. And I did have them on top of each other's, and I took them off and all that, and as you know, I just set them down singly. This was like that, and as then put the 1, 2, 3 blocks around it and pushed them all in. It was nice and tight to make it nice and tight. So this is the legs for the for the chair. So yeah, so what we're going to do now, and what we're going to do first of all is go away have a nice cup of tea. We ain't and we've been at this all day, and then we did have a bit breakfast and a cup of tea, but now it's definitely getting tea time. Tea time, definitely. So what we're going to do is go away, have a cup of tea, and I'm going to rub these down, do undercoat on them, and then I'll come back and show you once the undercoat's on. So see you in just a moment. Okay, I've emulsioned, and then white emulsioned both the two seater, the arms, and the one seater and arms. So what I've decided to do is have white bases, in the white chairs with black arms, and then black cushions. So what I'm going to do now is paint these white, and I'll paint the arms afterwards. So, and now I've got me white, my paint set up. It's from Wigs's. It's white, brilliant white, and it's gloss. So that's what I'm going to use on this, and then I'm going to use on the arms, and then that's from Wigs's as well, and that's gloss, and that's black. So what I'm going to do is get on the paint these, and as in once I've done the arms and the seats, I'll come back, and as in we stick them together. So I painted the back and the seat, and that is with that white gloss. That's all finished now. It's all dry, and plus with the chair, that's all was done now. The arms and the legs, and Rochelle added another feature to it, and I think it looks very nice, and as it is nice, and as that should set it off nicely, and that because this one here is for the two seater, and these ones the back here, these two are for the single chair. There's another chair to go with this because we're making is a two-seater, as you know, and with two chairs. But I thought we'll just make these two first to show you how to do them, and then after this, I'm going to carry on making the other chair exactly the same as we've done here. So right, and then what we're going to do is move the camera around, and then stick these arms and that on the seat and the back. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is stick put the body and that onto the legs now. And this is where these three was in a 3 centimetre long bits of packing comes into it. Right. Well, what I will do is put another one there, but this one here has got to pick up just a fraction of his back, and because if it goes up any higher, and then that's going to push that forwards, and then as the arm will be coming over and over the back there. So what I do is put this. No, what I'm going to do is put the 3mm on first, and then if you put sorry, it's the 3cm ones. And then if you put your 3cm ones on first, see these are where the packing comes in. We're involved in that, and then you ain't got to measure it all. So you just make sure that is over a touch. So when you sit this on there, and I don't know if you can see this. So when you sit this on there, and that you've it should be, turn it around now, and the arm goes past the sorry, the back just goes past the arm. So, but that's how we want it. And I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to go and do the chair, and then see what both of them looks like. Just hold it down for just a second, or a little while, so it takes. But make sure this one's pushed right down in there, and the packing is and they kind of like as square against the 1, 2, 3 block, and as is. Sorry, I keep on moving this back one, and well, shouldn't be. That's it there, like and that like that. See, and if I can turn this round, I can show you. See that 1, 2, 3 block is just on the bottom of this seat. So that's how you want it. So so as the seat comes up, it just clears the arm. So I'll just hold that for just a minute, and I'll just need a little touch up there with black paint. And I will do that. So I'll just leave this for a little while, and I'll come back to you, and then we do the other side. Right, as you can see, I'll put that leg on. That looks pretty effective, and then as that does look nice. So what I'm going to do now is put the other leg on, and I've got it laid out there, and I've got me 1, 2, 3 block just above the spacer there. So I know once I put it on there, it's just touching the back of this ever so lightly, and that so I don't want to go no higher. And there's in my spacers to keep it above there. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? That's gone through the hole. What do I just lay it down? I don't need to stand it up. Okay. Right. What I'm going to do is put a bit of glue on that now. On this here. I'll put a little bit of glue there. And a bit here. And not too much. I'll just get just a touch more. There and there. And then I'll stick the other leg on. Now it's a bit awkward because what I could do is that was wrong. I had it right, the 1, 2, 3 block right up, and we don't want it. And then sorry, I didn't have the light on the camera now, so I've just turned it on. Sorry about that. And I hope you can see now. See if you can see turn around there. You know what I'll do? I'll turn it around the other way so you can see what I'm talking about on the 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I don't think I can. And on the 1, 2, 3 block, because the 1, 2, 3 block, and then when you do put it on, that block has just got to be barely on that, and is on the bottom, and then that can and you push that back to the block, and then as that makes it back we'll just go past the arm, which you can see. And if you put it out there, that's going to push that is all that way. So that's that one. So what we'll do is take that away now. Push that down. See, because that should be the same the measurements now, because we did use the spacers. So hopefully, and it'll be the same measurements. But what we'll do is just measure it, make sure. Yeah, it's 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters. So when they're using spacers, and that saves you a lot of time measuring. So what we'll do now is just stand it up and make sure it's and all nice and level, and that's one chair done, or the double the 2-seater, and then what we're going to do now is go away and put the cushions on, and then come back and show you, show you all done then. Okay, we've finished them all now, and the chairs and the 2-seater sofa. There's the 2-seater sofa, and and that Shell did add another bit to the sofa, and then that Shell done them, and as the Shell made the cushions, and so that's the 2-seater sofa. So now, so I hope you like these, and if you could let us know what you think of them. There's the chair, and if you could let us know what you think of them. And there's also in the wood cutting list. I did say that the dowels we used was 8mm square dowels. They are not. Sorry, they are 6mm, not 8mm. 8mm, and that's square. So yeah. So if you can let us know what you think of these, and that because I am making another chair for this, and that because it is going to be 2 chairs and 1 2-seater sofa, and that. So yeah. So if you could please subscribe. Let us know what you think, and if you put like let us know in the comments, what you think, and we love reading your comments, and because they are absolutely lovely, and we'll catch you in the next one. Sorry about the like little bit of filming before, and as it might be a bit dark, but we did change cameras, and that because because the battery run out on one, so we did change cameras. So yeah, you'll have to go back to the phone, because and on the phone and that because the phone run out, the phone run out, and that's when we went onto a camera, and that's then the camera run out. Oh, so sorry, now the camera run out, so we'll go back on the phone. So this is why it's gone back and forwards. So and hopefully see you in the next one. Thank you very much, and as I speak to you later. Bye bye.